What motivates me is win Roland-Garros. Doesn't matter if it's the first, third, 8th, 9th, or 10th. No, that's my motivation. No, it's another opportunity to win the most important event in my career, without a doubt. So I am excited about that, and I'm gonna try to give my best on court, as I did during the last 2 weeks. Try to play the best attitude possible and with the best tennis possible. It's a court that I know very well. It's a difficult court to play. You know, for the players that are not used to play, it's a court that is not easy because it's so big. So, well, I am used. I played a lot of times here, and I like the big court. I feel comfortable in it. So, I really played some very good matches here. For me, obviously, is an important match. The same for Wawrinka, and not more important this one than the 9 previous finals that I played here. Another important final that I need to play my best if I want to have chances of success, and that's what I'm looking for.
I'm really happy to be in the final. That's something really special to play for French Open final. It's my second final here, so it's going to be an amazing moment for sure. You know, it's going to be a tough challenge, the biggest challenge you can have in the tennis court, playing Rafa when he's fit, when he's feeling good in the final of the French Open. But I'm going to try everything to make a great match. It's going to be something special. He's playing for his 10th French Open final. That's big. He's the best player ever on clay courts. Again, as I say, never lost a final here, so it's going to be a really tough challenge for myself. But then it's a final. Anything can happen. For sure, I will have to play my best tennis if I want to have a chance to beat him. I'm going to try to go for it, play my best tennis, and try to enjoy in the same time. Sure, when you play a final, you don't want to lose, so you're going to try everything to play your best tennis. I did that in the past, but it's a new final against a new opponent, so it's going to be something different. But hopefully, I can bring out my best tennis.
Finale des Internationaux de France 2017 simple messieurs. Le premier joueur à entrer sur le court est aujourd'hui 4e mondial. Il a remporté 14 titres du Grand Chelem. Nonuple vainqueur ici à Roland-Garros, l'Espagnol Rafael Nadal. Il sera opposé à celui qui est classé aujourd'hui à la 3e place mondiale. Vainqueur de 3 titres du Grand Chelem, vainqueur ici à Roland-Garros en 2015. Voici le Suisse Wawrinka.
Nadal, as he does, is 2 towels, takes them to the back of the court, gives the ball to kids on either side of the court.
Au service, Rafael Nadal.
And Nadal will start things off. First game of the final, ready to go.
Prêts, messieurs? Jouez. 15-0.
It's amazing that we thought years ago
40-0.
you'd never reach the fact that Bjorn Borg won it here 6 years, and then suddenly it's Nadal breaks that record with 7, and now he's incredibly going for number 10. 40 love. Very impressive first game from Nadal, 1 love.
Premier jeu. Au service, Stanislas Wawrinka. Zéro 15.
So one would expect, Fred, that Wawrinka might take just a few games for the body to start to energise. Be very difficult for him to come out firing in the first couple of games.
That first serve is going to have to work for him today as well.
30-15.
Yeah, the serve, a bit of everything needs to be working extremely well for Wawrinka. We know that it does when he reaches the final.
So that last one now on the juice court at 2:07.
45.
So he goes to 40-15.
Wawrinka.
That's the pace of shot, one that he can flatten out. Beautifully executed. I
Un
think
jeu
he's got to
partout.
attack the forehand. I think he's got to try and find a way into the forehand. A little similar to the way Djokovic did a few years back. 1-1.
Wawrinka and Dominic Thiem, not dissimilar. The way that their branding, the type of game that they play with. Very much power-based, strong off of forehand and backhand. And both of them dominant from the backhand wing. Rafa was able to diffuse the power game of Dominic Thiem a couple of days ago. He was able to get the ball up high out of the strike zone of Dominic Thiem. We know the scoreline of that match, and that's the trouble that Stan has to deal with today.
Trente-quinze. Trente.
A lot of Spanish fans here. Guriol.
Stan trying to put this ball away. Does so successfully on the second overhead. But moving forward there at the first side of Rafa off balance and that end range. Stan moving forward.
First break point of the match. 30-40. He went for it. Nadal, you see
40.
how passion he has for the game. He come on, and it's only the third game. Pascal Maria, it's pretty warm down there. Pascal Maria's got rid of the jacket in a hurry.
Premier service.
Wow.
So it was good, so they replay the point. That's the toughest serve for a lefty. And Wawrinka
Avantage Nadal.
checking things with the chair umpire. So game point now.
Nadal.
Thanks to the orange break point. Nadal, 2-1, first set.
Nadal mène 2-5.
Nadal at the moment, to me, seems a little bit over-anxious.
Quinze. Quinze 30.
Slide opening now for Rafa, having to defend a break point in his previous service game. Chance here to pick up a couple of early break opportunities. He's going to bring from the first serve. He just down the tee and really full-blooded drives on off of the forehand. He just bullied his way back to 30 all there, Wawrinka.
Got
through that forehand a little quickly. See where he falls through it. Brings the right foot through. So a break point now on his serve, 30-40. So both players survive early break points on their serve. Juice.
I think Rafa was baffled by the off-pace serve from Wawrinka there on that break point.
Come on.
That's just indicative of what we're saying, the power game, that big power forehand has just got enough on it that Nadal can't get himself set to hit that one. He miscued that one, and that's his favourite shot. He uses the pace to get this off forehand. It's a game point. And that one didn't have that took a little bit extra off that, only 158k. And that occasion Nadal was ready for it.
But do you think that that's a tactic that Wawrinka should be trying to go with a variation? Don't
Exactly.
not play your power game, but throw in the change of pace.
Avantage, Wawrinka.
Already in that rally, the change from Rafa.
Égalité.
Just throwing it up high, lots of trajectory and the depth and the spin, just the combination makes it very difficult for Wawrinka. Just getting himself into some trouble, very crowded there on that ball.
Avantage, Nadal.
And you've opened a lot of court for Rafa's forehand.
Break point once more.
Come on, come on!
Rafa not getting the depth on the return there.
Égalité.
It was a good quality second serve, but the ball landing short, allowing Wawrinka to get up to it and hit it in his strike zone.
That's a tactic that is...
Avantage Nadal.
That's what he's employed, just to go out wide, to get the one down the middle. He's missed a couple of those now in this game, so it's put him down break point again. Huge forehands, aren't they?
They are, but they're there to be struck because the length from Rafa. It's just they're not making it over the service line, those backhands. Shots that Rafa hit on that point, everything was over the service line. Good depth.
Avantage, Nadal.
Break point. Again, it's four of them. Solves another one. Well, if you go back 12 months or so before Nadal started to play his best tennis on clay, and one of the reasons was because the ball kept dropping short, and he said, you know, that's basically he had wrist operations and wasn't quite confident enough to give it enough stick. He's got to get the ball deep here. But I think that's one of the things that has contributed to the fact that he is playing great again on this surface, the depth that he's getting.
Avantage, Wawrinka.
Wawrinka has struggled in the service game. He survived 4 break points, now at a game point. Forehands from the ball that jumps up. So it's 2-all.
Deux jeux partout.
Big save from Wawrinka there.
Well, that's the gap. That's what we need to just follow through this match. The unforced errors, the ratio to the winners. Those forehands of Rafa in that last game just flying long. He's just trying to find his range, just to get that gauge. And watch out if he does find a solution.
Wow. 15-0. Premier service. Let. Premier service. 40-30.
Of course, it's huge. The healthy court position from Wawrinka. Just behind the baseline, makes contact below his shoulders.
40-30.
Nadal.
Nadal, out of the corner of his eye, saw Wawrinka move to hit a big forehand,
Nadal
so he
mène
holds
3 jeux à 2.
3-2 first set.
See there, the old Court 1 Fiery. They're actually showing the men's final on the screens that they have at either end of Court 1. Selling tickets, I think, for general attendance.
Well, all around the Square de Musketeers, they've had like beach chairs out there throughout the championships, and you can relax out there, watch the big screen, and then just huge crowds they get in here, and that's another nice thing to do. Sit in comfort over on Court 1, the bull ring, and enjoy the match. Big question is Wawrinka played that extra 5 hours more than Nadal. They're telling just to see how things go in this opening set. And if he can win the opening set, it'll certainly give him a boost. As soon as he hit that, didn't get it where he wanted it.
I think if we see the replay here, see where he has to hit the ball. That's around his, above his
0
shoulders, so he doesn't get the bite on the ball. And look at that spin rate off of Rafa's forehand, just over 4,000 RPMs.
Love 30. First set basically is a decider.
0-40.
Wawrinka has to win the first set if he thinks he can win this match. No break points now.
Yeah, he's going to have to dig himself out of trouble here. Not able to climb over the net from Rafa.
Just slipping a little as he made contact with the backhand slice. Finds the net off this one. He just slides into it a little bit too far past it, and he's upset with himself that he didn't get it back into play. So first strike in this first set goes to Nadal. First break at 4-2.
15-0.
Wawrinka fully realises that he's going to try and break back immediately here. It's 5-2 whilst it's only one service break. It certainly makes Nadal feel a lot more comfortable. And pinpoint accuracy on that serve. It's a tough one for a lefty.
30-15.
Nadal's perfected it though. 30-15. That was good. So they'll replay the point.
Premier service.
Wawrinka told Pascal not to get out of his seat. Replay the point. 40-15. Good volley, actually, Nadal. He just dropped that one over the net, so whole serve, 5-2 opening set.
Nadal mène 5-2.
Oh, about maybe 3 or 4 games ago, we were saying to keep watch on the unforced errors and winners ratio. Rafa has been able to turn that around. He's now striking more winners than unforced errors. Stan, the gap between, he's only hit 4 winners and 14 unforced errors. And Rafa's serve has picked up thanks to that last game as well. Yeah, there's another reason for Rafa's been able to just get a few of the shots extra important shots up high on Stan, who can't maintain the pace of shot from up there.
He's
just been able to control the flow of his rallies. And if Rafa starts to dominate from the middle of the court, that's going to make it more difficult for Wawrinka.
Come on.
30.
These are prime conditions, playing conditions for Rafa as well. We said about the weather getting up to 29, 28 degrees, maybe 30 as well. I mean, with the court being lively today, it just helps Rafa.
Court lively, the balls are lively, and he's used to the warm weather.
Je.
So that is the opening set.
Première manche, Nadal.
For the 9-time champion, and he wins the first
6 jeux à 2.
set, 6 games to 2.
Reprise.
So Wawrinka just back there having a chat with his players box.
We were discussing before we came on air, Fred, weren't we, about Wawrinka's approach to the 3 finals, Grand Slam finals that he's played. And his last press conference, he admitted the first one at the Australian Open, he was just very, very relaxed, excited that he was in his first final. What followed after that, he said that he just broke down emotionally before he walked onto the court. He was in the locker room in tears, talking to his team because he didn't know if he could achieve victories 2 and 3.
Yeah, and the first victory he had was over this man, Rafael Nadal, 2014 Australian Open, but you saw there the last 20-odd points, 14 to Nadal, 6 to Wawrinka. When he played that epic match a couple of years ago and won here against Djokovic, he lost the first set. He was able to come back, but he hadn't played for 4 hours and 38 minutes the day before, or 2 days before. Has to try and get an early break, if at all possible, Wawrinka, just to get his mindset back into it.
Disappointed with himself after hitting that final forehand into the net. Wawrinka just gave his racket a bit of a bounce, and his body language quickly dropped as well.
Well, the game plan is to open up the court if he possibly can, Wawrinka, with shots like that. And then direct his backhand or his forehand straight down the line, and he was able to do that then.
Achieved the cross court. That's what opened up the court, but it's a risky half volley. He was in no man's land.
Evolution, warning, Mr. Nadal.
So that's a time violation. Give Nadal 29 seconds there. Wawrinka just over it at 22 seconds. You're allowed 20 in the Grand Slams. We say that every day. And 25 on the tour.
Nadal.
Yeah. That's a weary shot, that one from Wawrinka.
Premier jeu,
From out
second
wide,
manche.
the full stretch. 1-love, second set.
Always something happening on the change of ends there. Rafa, towel down, drinks. And the stats from the opening set. Winners to unforced errors. Pretty basic across the board there. And strong serving by Nadal when he's landing the first serve and the second serve. That's what has been highlighted all tournament long, is his win rate behind the first and second serve. And it's not allowing any of the opposition to start the point with a bit of control. Rafa, very, very strong.
Wawrinka with a heap of unforced errors because he's the one that's trying to make the pace.
Zéro 15.
Looks as though Nadal at the moment
0-30.
has got Wawrinka on a string here from side to side.
It's not necessarily moving into the shot, it's the recovery out of the corners that at the moment Stan is just behind the sharp.
Love 30.
There's the difference of the forehand that he's been working on this year, trying to retain some power, not relying just solely on the heavy RPMs.
Love 40 break points. Yeah. Drop the shoulders now from Wawrinka.
Nadal mène 2-0.
Yet the man at the other end of the court just keeps going like a freight train, just keeps at you. Will not let up. 2-love now, Nadal. Magnus Norman there looking a little concerned. See how dominant Nadal has been in the rallies.
$15-0.
Yeah, mentally right now, Wawrinka shot the pieces physically. He's been tired. He went in there. Full well, he's played 50% more on this surface over the last 2 weeks than Nadal. And Nadal has just been spot on today. But at the moment, Wawrinka has lost it mentally. And Nadal is going to keep applying the pressure.
40-0.
So the number of points in the last 20 minutes here from Nadal. Wawrinka's won very few. 40-love. First serve into the body and a big forehand.
Nadal mène 3-0.
1 set to love.
Merci.
Might be a new tactic if he can get he needs a good first serve. Get a shot like his approach shot and then a good volley. This one here, look where Nadal is, deep in the court. 15-love.
to make contact inside the baseline if
30
possible.
0.
Gets him in his prime contact point. Lots of power. Hits the target.
30 low. Serve and volley, that's the first serve and volley we've seen in the match.
40
Change
0.
of tactics.
It's a good point you make, Fred. It's just he's getting not a bad percentage of first serves into play, Wawrinka, at 66%, but he's not been able to do much behind the first serve from the first set. Hit the heights for as far as speed and RPMs, that forehand from Rafa.
Let. Second service.
From Wawrinka, he's not going to go away. That's a good thing. His mind's back on the job. You had to win that game to get on the board.
Nadal
If there's any
mène
chance.
3-0.
It's down still just the one break. 3-1 now. Nadal. Incredible that racket head speed, the way he snaps the wrist off that short ball. Look at that ball spin. Dean Love.
He's just going to have to try to search for that combination of some patience and risk. He's certainly not going to get back into this match by staying out there and just rallying and hoping for Rafa to miss. He's going to have to find the power.
You mentioned and mix it up a little bit, serve and volley, and still work the points, but he has to be able to execute when he gets that finishing shot, or what he thinks is going to be the finishing shot. 15 all. Crowd trying to get behind him here. 15-30.
15 rounds.
Well, we think back to yesterday's final, the ladies' final.
Stepanka, yeah, we're just
Down
thinking the same thing. A set 3 love, yeah. And break points for 4 love. Came back. Big point there, and Wawrinka upset with himself that he didn't get that back deeper. Found the net, so 30 all. Extended rally there that Wawrinka needed. Points won, so game point for Nadal.
Nadal.
The backhand floats long from Wawrinka. So 4 games to 1.
Nadal mène 4 jeux
set to love. So Wawrinka now down a set and 4-1. Taking a little bit of extra time himself. If he wants to shorten the points, Woody, that's what he has to do. Go forward a little bit more and put pressure on his opponent, put pressure on Nadal to come up with passing shots.
Yep, I agree. We'll have a look at their record. Both are near perfect when they approach the net.
It's a serve and volley, and what that does, Nadal can see Wawrinka coming in. Doesn't happen too often with Wawrinka, but that one, Nadal's forced to do something with the return. 30 love.
Rafael Mala.
Well, just wide, so that gives Wawrinka 40-15. That's an impossible running forehand down the line. He was out of the point. Wawrinka just stares in amazement.
40-30.
Just applauds the ability of Nadal to come up with something like that.
When you're the player that struck a sensational shot like that, we certainly wish you could get the value of more than 1 point.
Wawrinka
survives that forehand down the line, that onslaught, much to the delight of the crowd. So it's just the one service break. 4-2.
Nadal mène 4-2.
Just has to get something together here to affect the service break. Same position as the first set. Nadal serving for a 5-2 lead.
This is hard to watch because Stan is going side to side to side, and you have to be almost at near fitness, peak fitness, to be able to sustain that. And this is coming after 2 weeks of play for Wawrinka. Bullet-like backhand from Nadal here, straight onto the toes of Wawrinka. It's a defensive volley, and he's a sitting duck on the next one.
Yeah, tough one, couldn't do much with it, couldn't get the pace he wanted on it, so Nadal once more 30 love. Moving forward to check out the drop shot, the prime drop shot. Nadal
40-0.
perfectly executed, fades this one down the line. Way out of reach. 40 love. Goes to a 5-2 lead with an ace.
Nadal mène jeux à 2.
So far, it's a faultless performance. He's missed a few, Nadal, but he knows how much work's gone on in the other end of the tournament, the other end of the court, and what it takes to win this. That's why the players will tell you that to win the French is the toughest of the Grand Slams. On the clay, 2 weeks, best of 5 sets.
Zéro 15.
Knows he's got his man on the ropes. Nadal, just like a boxer, just punched the body, punched, and then comes up with the big shot, the big hit. Up 30.
Quinze-30.
Has to be quality second serves by Wawrinka to get a cheap point. It's 162 Ks down the tee, close to the lines.
Quarante-30.
40-30. Nadal's 20 feet behind the baseline. 6-7 metres. There's no courts that are big enough for him to do that on to return serve.
Wawrinka. Manœuvre, new balls.
Hanging in there. Just that
Nadal
line
mène
breakdown.
5-3.
5-3, Nadal. And he'll serve for 2 sets to love lead. Wawrinka's gone to change rackets.
New balls, that might just be something that encourages him. Quality of shot, but the new ball moves through the air quicker, something that he desires.
The way Nadal's been serving, it won't do his serve any harm either. The new balls, serving for it.
Merci.
Trying to tee it up. Wawrinka heading for the ball was appropriate. Might have been it just there.
Maybe that good to win points. 15 all.
15-1.
Ça sert à rien.
Disappointment. He didn't think he'd have a second shot, but he did.
45. Cadva rešenje u rake da bi uzvali mi se Wawrinka.
Asked the ball kid to take the racket off the court. So now set points. The two sets to have lead.
Second manche.
The second set goes
Nadal, 6
to the
à 3.
9-time champion, looking for 10. Two
Nadal
sets
mène
to love
2 manches à 0.
now, Nadal. That's the first time we've seen Nadal out there early in most of the changeovers. First out and ready to go. So Wawrinka to serve. First game, third set.
This is an opportunity for Stan just to obviously wipe the slate clean, get off to a lead if he can, hold serve here, very important for the length of this set. The softening of the legs again that Wawrinka has to endure.
It's incredible the amount of passion that this man plays with.
Zero
Nadal
count.
we're talking about. Just his love of the game, and he does in his interviews when you talk to him and I ask him questions. He said, "Every tournament I play is important. I want to win them all." He said, "These are special, the Grand Slams, but he gives it his best every time he walks on the court."
15-40.
Well, you talk about the passion, you know, that getting to the
Premier
net.
jeu, troisième manche.
I mean, that was a fantastic serve that Stan threw down at him. The return and the forehand, it's just magic. Way too good.
2 sets to love, 1 love. Wawrinka never even stopped at the changeover. He's just walked by. So he suffered a meltdown at the end of that set. Can he recover? He whacked himself on the head. Just misses that one. The racket's gone, and then he makes a good job of it. He does that quite often. He doesn't leave him half done. He busts him across his knee. It takes some strength. Look at that confident stride of Nadal now.
Zéro.
Knows what he's doing at the net as well, doesn't he?
He sure does.
30-0.
Made sure to take his time with the approach shot, so it gives him the appropriate timing to make that split step and then going forward for the volley. And he generally doesn't have to play more than 1 or 2 volleys.
Well, now it's Nadal that
40-0.
is putting added pressure on by moving forward to the net on approach shots. Wawrinka missing with returns. 40 love.
Nadal.
Jean Nadal, oui. 2 love, 2
Nadal
sets to
mène
love.
2-0.
Oh, look at this magnificent forehand. See how far he is behind the baseline. He comes up. Wawrinka just can't believe it. Right on the baseline, outright winner.
Why not for Wawrinka?
15-0.
Take the opportunity to move forward. He's not having much success on the baseline.
I think he's on fire.
This is not an easy shot at all, that one. And there's just a low center of gravity by Rafa. Perfectly executed.
Trente-15.
30-15.
Now it's Rafa's turn to add the power on some of these rally balls. And that certainly got back onto Wawrinka's racket too quickly. Made the mistake.
30-all. So good it has to be a perfectly placed first serve, very short reply.
40.
An outright winner. 40-30. A couple of outright winners, and he's on the board. 2 games to 1 Nadal.
Nadal
2
mène
sets to
2-5.
none.
Zéro 15.
They want more tennis.
Well, they're appreciating his efforts. They know they've followed this tournament for the last 2 weeks. They know the story, and he's just given it an extra effort to stay in this. Anything can happen in this sport. Love 30. Just when Wawrinka thought he hit a good return off the first serve that was on the line, it's back past him before he could take 2 steps. 15-30.
Trente.
Had a bit of a sniff of breaking serve, Wawrinka.
40-30.
Love 30. Game's still alive now, but he's only had that one opportunity, and that came in the very second service game of Nadal. It's been bare since then for Wawrinka.
40-30. That's the game plan, out wide the backhand. He sets up the forehand, but he's made very few of them. This one, he finds the corner. That's the type of rally that he's been successful with right throughout the championships. Another serve on the line.
Avantage, Nadal. Nadal.
Relentless.
Nadal mène 3-5.
And we've used it many times. 3-1. Third set.
And Rafa won't sit on the one service break. The relentlessness and the drive to win this match as soon as possible. Get it over and done with.
Well, they might have to wait a while now because this happens pretty much every major event. It's trying to get the wave going.
Merci.
Well, Pascal and Maria stopped that. So Wawrinka ready to serve.
Quinze-0. Trente-0.
One of the best volleys in the game today. It helps when he sees his man out of position, so he comes in and quite often just has that first volley where he can bunt it into the court, open court that is. Just trying to rely on going down the court. Watch this shot again. It's going down the court. It offers so much. It's so big for Rafa. Too much time for him to make the pass. Wawrinka just unable to use the angles today.
$212K, that one.
40-30.
Probably as quick as it's been today. It takes him to game point. Trying something different. Didn't execute. Game point, that was.
Counter.
Juice. Pretty much run out of ideas, Wawrinka.
Avantage, Wawrinka.
I mean, it's a great move. He had Stan on the defense. It's just a defensive response from Stan. You can see he's coming under the ball. I can only assume Rafa tried to play the drop shot too well. The way he hit this return and the movement across, it's like he's just hunting for that prey. Straight down the line again.
Point of contact there, and this keeps his head very still. Watches the ball right onto the strings. That's quite amazing as well. Juice.
Avantage, Wawrinka.
Just depth and pace of shot again.
Égalité.
It's so frustrating for Wawrinka. He's just got to be careful here not to get ticked off too much and donate his serve, another serve to Rafa. This game, the crowd are certainly going to stand to their feet.
Deservedly so. They know what he's up against.
Avantage Wawrinka. Égalité.
I don't think Rafa wants to secure a second break of serve.
No, even the crowd is saying, well, what do you need to do? Listen to the applause for Wawrinka here. What do you need to do to win points here?
Avantage Nadal.
Break point, Nadal. Just got to be too much for him. He'd won the game 4 times and still lost it.
Nadal mène 4-1.
4-1 now, Nadal. Well, that's what they say on play. You have to hit 2 or 3 winners to win points. Well, against Nadal, you've got to double that number.
You sure do. The ratio providing an insight to how this match is going. It's a bit of a buffer, isn't it, in the favour of Nadal. Wasn't quite like that after the first 4 games. He had very few winners to unforced errors.
Well, as you mentioned, he hadn't found his range in the first half a dozen games, but well, since then he has been on song.
Reprise.
Very appreciative crowd here for Stan Wawrinka. Knowing full well here for a piece of history, it appears. Rafael Nadal on his way to a 10th title here. I appreciate the fact that Wawrinka is trying to stay in there, hanging there. Had break points in that last service game. Nadal came up with winners. Just under 2 hours of play in this final.
15-0. Zero.
Serve down the tee on the
40.
first court, picking up cheap errors, left-handed swinging serve.
Nadal.
Nadal cruising along, reaches 5-1 in this third set.
Nadal mène
If he
5
wins here, he'll
jeux à
win
1.
10 French championships, and that is quite remarkable, but it'll take his total of Grand Slam titles to 15. And at age 31, he's the oldest player to have achieved that in history of 15 Grand Slam titles at 31 years and 8 days. So age is no deterrent. Wawrinka serving to stay in it.
Zero 15. Zero 30.
Boy, would he love to see a few more of those. Could execute a couple more in this game for Wawrinka.
Can't play it any better for Wawrinka. And he's still at full stretch. Couldn't get their match points. Nadal for 10 titles here.
30-40.
Ooh, there were a few people standing to their feet, ready to rise in the Nadal box.
Just postpones the inevitable. Is on his back and he's won 10th title here at Roland-Garros. And Mark Woodford, you could say that the king of clay has reclaimed his throne.
He certainly has reclaimed it. Not sure whether he's going to hand it over.
C'est la 10e, la décima, Rafael
Unbelievable effort.
Nadal.
Hands in the air for 10 French Opens. Just breathtaking and strong in every department. And if you don't believe that when you reach 30 years of age that you can keep improving your game, you've just got to turn to this man, because at the start of the year he's tweaked his game and he's proven that he is clearly the best ever on the clay courts.
This is match point. Attempted drop shot there, and there is the reaction from Rafael Nadal. The pressure now is all gone, and he has achieved a lifelong dream. As he said, he loves this place, he loves this court, and so he should. 10 French Open titles.
Rafa, en remportant aujourd'hui ton 10e Roland-Garros, tu viens de réaliser l'un des plus beaux exploits de l'histoire du sport.
And Santoro says one of the great achievements here. Well, yeah.
Oui, merci beaucoup. Pour moi, c'est vraiment incroyable de retourner ici à cette finale, à gagner la décima. Pour moi, c'est très très spécial. Je vous dis spécialement merci beaucoup à tous. C'est
Thanking the crowd for that special moment of reaching number 10.
Je suis très très émotionné. Pour moi, my français c'est très mal.
Lots of emotion. His French is bad, he says.
And cet moment even worse because I am emotional.
He said, even worse because he's emotional. He said that in English. Incredible.
Rafa, well done. For many years you are used to the pressure, but is it this tournament the hardest you played on the emotional side, all the tournament?
I try my best in all the events, that's the real thing, no, but the feeling that I have here is impossible to describe, no, and it's difficult to compare to another places. For me, the nerves, the adrenaline that I feel when I play in this court is impossible to compare to another feeling. So just for me, it's the most important event in my career, without a doubt. So win again here is something that I cannot describe. Thank you very much.
Finaliste des Internationaux de France 2017, runner-up of the 2017 French Open, Stan Wawrinka. Mesdames et messieurs, il remporte aujourd'hui son 10e titre des internationaux de France. Ladies and gentlemen, today he has won his 10th French Open title, Rafael Nadal. Mesdames et messieurs, l'hymne national espagnol. Ladies and gentlemen, the Spanish national anthem.